Hello everybody and welcome to the YouTube video. Today is day number 21 of posting a wrestling commentary video every single day until I get hired by a major wrestling promotion. And with it being WrestleMania season, we're taking a look back at last year's WrestleMania, especially with everything that we've seen over the last few weeks with Seth Freakin Rollins dealing with Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline, and Logan Paul having his eyes set on the Apex Predator, the 14-time world champion, Randy Orton. What better way to continue this road to WrestleMania than to take a look back at Seth Freakin Rollins versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania 39. And with that being said, let's get right into it. It's Seth Freakin Rollins, it's Logan Paul. The bell is rung. This match is underway. Rollins just smirking at Logan Paul. Logan Paul very focused, taking this very seriously. After everything we've seen between these two over the last few months, especially with Rollins being on Logan Paul's podcast. Let's not forget about all that. Those two had a very straightforward conversation on Impulsive. And then for Logan Paul to cost Seth Freakin Rollins the United States Championship at the Elimination Chamber, that just showed Logan Paul's disrespect towards the former world champion Seth Freakin Rollins. Rollins now and caught in a headlock by Logan Paul. Logan Paul holding on tight. Rollins tries to break free, sends Logan Paul on the ropes. Logan Paul ducks under the leapfrog from Rollins. Shoulder tackle from Rollins. Now Rollins starting to build up some momentum. Super kick to the midsection. Looking for the stomp early on, but Logan Paul evades. And a kip up. And now they're back face to face. Logan Paul has made so much improvement over the last year. Logan Paul's literally had his first wrestling match in the WWE last WrestleMania in a tag match against Dominic Mysterio and former world champion Rey Mysterio. And last night being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And now Logan Paul sending Rollins over the top. And let's not forget, this goes back to the Royal Rumble. This goes far back. Before the Elimination Chamber, this goes back to the Royal Rumble when Logan Paul eliminated Seth Freakin Rollins from the Royal Rumble. And now Rollins going after Paul in the corner. Ref calling for the rope break. You don't want to get disqualified. You don't want to let your emotions get the best of you in this situation. But Rollins trying to get a hold of Logan Paul. Logan Paul driving Rollins' neck first onto the top rope. And that kick to the side of the head of Rollins. And over the buckshot. Lariat takes down Rollins. And let's take a look. There's that Prime bottle here at ringside. Logan Paul, of course, the owner of Prime, alongside social media influencer KSI. Looking for that one lucky punch. Could be looking for it early. Oh, goes to the midsection instead. That titanium plated knuckle. And now Logan Paul going after the midsection. Unloading on Rollins, and the ref forcing the rope break because Rollins is in fact holding onto those ropes. Let's take a look at that heavy right to the midsection. That'll bruise your ribs. Imagine that was a liver punch. This match would have been over if that was a shot to the liver. And if anybody knows that, it's Logan Paul, who has that boxing background. You know that liver punch is the final blow. And now Logan Paul driving that boot into the midsection of the visionary Seth Freakin Rollins. And Logan Paul is in control of this match. Rollins trying to get back up to his feet, holding on to that midsection. Logan Paul has Rollins up on his shoulders. What's coming up next? But Rollins fighting out of it. Rollins back on his feet and pushes Logan Paul into the corner. Logan Paul gets out of harm's way. Rollins hits the turnbuckle, springboard, and a high cross body and a standing moonsault. 1, 2, and Rollins kicks out at 2. Logan Paul 1, 2, and with every cover, Rollins exerts more energy and exhausts more energy. And Rollins once again kicks out. Rollins caught off guard by the Maverick, Logan Paul. Logan Paul has had quite the big few matches over the past year, including going against 3 world champions, the likes of Rey Mysterio at last year's WrestleMania, The Miz at SummerSlam, and then at Crown Jewel, it was the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Logan Paul was milliseconds away from being crowned the new Universal Champion, but in the end, Roman Reigns would stand tall. Look at the octopus lock from Logan Paul, looking to force Seth Freakin Rollins to submit. Imagine that. The man who left WrestleMania 31 as the WWE Champion, what was called the heist of the century, would leave WrestleMania 39 as a loser by submitting to Logan Paul. If you're Seth Freakin Rollins, you don't want that humiliation as he tries to fight out. And he does. And then a chop to the chest of Paul. Paul with a back elbow to Rollins. Now Rollins with a chop to the chest. Back elbow. These two trading blows. Who's going to get back up to their feet first? Both men are really down and out. Now Rollins going blow for blow now. All these open hand strikes onto the chest of Paul. Went for that discus forearm, but gets caught with a gut wrench by Logan Paul. Goes to the cover. 1, 2. And Logan Paul with another near fall on a Seth Freakin Rollins. Logan Paul with a counter for every strike from Seth Freakin Rollins. Now Logan Paul unloading on to the visionary Seth Freakin Rollins. Every time we see Logan Paul in the ring, he just gets better and better. He's a literal prodigy when it comes to sports entertainment. And Logan Paul, perhaps realizing he has Rollins exactly where he wants him. It's WrestleMania. Look at that. Look at the leap. Went for the moonsault, but nobody home. And Seth Freakin Rollins moves out of harm's way. And Logan Paul grabbing on the jaw, perhaps landing on his face. Let's take a look at this again. Look at that huge leap. And then boom. That huge jump to the top. And then went for the moonsault, but Seth Freakin Rollins realized where he was and got out of harm's way. But Rollins is limping. Rollins already feeling the effects of this match. Now Rollins exploding on a Paul in the corner, but the ref trying to pull Rollins back because it is, in fact, a rope break. Oh, went for the one lucky punch, but ducked. Now a clothesline from Rollins. Rollins measuring up Paul for another clothesline. And Rollins starting to rally. And Rollins saying, you want to play with the big boys. And sending Paul over the top to the outside onto the floor. Rollins is fired up here in the sold-out SoFi Stadium. Rollins picking up the pace. It seems the visionary, the revolutionary Seth Freakin Rollins is getting ready to fly. And he's going for the suicide dive. Sends Logan Paul into the ring barricade. Goes back in the ring. Looks to do once more. And he's going to fly once again. Another suicide dive. Sending Paul. And a third one. And Rollins looking for the third one. Suicide dive once more to the Maverick. Logan Paul onto the outside, onto the floor. And Seth Freakin Rollins is reeling. The former world champion is in control on the grandest stage of them all. You can see the intensity in the eyes of Seth Freakin Rollins. Rollins now has his eyes set on the target, Logan Paul, right by that prime bottle. Goes to the stomp onto the hand of Paul. The one lucky punch hand. That's going to take that hand out of play. That's for sure. And now Rollins heads back in the ring. So does Paul. Boot to the midsection. Looking for a pedigree. Pedigree. Rollins, center of the ring. Here we go. It's pedigree time. This is one Rollins match. Big matches in the past, but no, Logan Paul picks up Rollins. Look at this. Sunset flip. 1, 2. Paul now stacks up Rollins. 2. Rollins turns Paul inside out. 1, 2. Stacks Rollins. 1, 2. Rollins crucifix. 1, 2. A near falls after near fall. Boom! That's it. That's it. Can Logan Paul capitalize? The damage to the hand, though. Logan Paul hit Rollins with a one lucky punch. The right hand, that titanium plated hand. Rollins may be out cold, but Logan Paul has been able to capitalize. Now he realizes it and he rolls over. Huge, massive win for Paul. 1, 2. But Rollins kicks out somehow, some way. Seth freaking Rollins kicks out at 2.5. Let's take a look at this. Bam! Right flush on the money of Seth freaking Rollins. Logan Paul suffering from a potential injury, perhaps a broken hand. He may need more titanium in that hand if that hand is broken. Logan Paul thought he had this one. Logan Paul, you can see the worry on his eyes. He thought that was it. He gave Rollins his biggest shot. Oh, what's he thinking now? Rollins with a sit-out power bomb. 1, 2, and Rollins only enough for a 2 count. Logan Paul kicking out. Rollins able to counter with a sit-out power bomb, but Logan Paul able to kick out at 2. Almost catching Logan Paul off guard. Let's take a look at this. Logan Paul, I'm not sure what Logan Paul was going for, but he was definitely on the receiving end of that sit-out powerbomb that Rollins for sure had in his arsenal for a counter. And now Rollins has Paul exactly where he wants him, perhaps setting up for a stomp. Oh, but here comes the Prime Bottle. The Prime Bottle pulling Paul to the outside. It's KSI! It's KSI! KSI's a YouTube star. And now Rollins goes after KSI. Now Logan Paul capitalizes on the distraction, sending Rollins right into a solid ring post. And now Rollins is out temporarily. And these two prime business partners working together. Logan Paul may have just outsmarted the visionary, the architect, the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins being set up on the table. This could be the beginning of the end. Here we go, another viral WrestleMania moment. Here we go. And KSI filming this. Logan Paul with a Prime Bottle in hand. That's the Lemonade Prime. Here we go. Logan Paul takes a sip of the Prime. But Rollins sends KSI on the table. And now Logan Paul goes right through his prime partner through the table. And now pedigree from Seth. Freakin' Rollins, this is it. For the win. 1, 2, but Logan Paul kicks out. How? Some way. Somehow. Logan Paul is still in this. Where is he finding this? The fans here in the sold out SoFi Stadium can't believe it. Let's take a look at this one more time. Seth freaking Rollins setting KSI on the table. And then Logan Paul going right through his partner in prime. And look at that one more time from a different angle. Logan Paul gets caught, set in the ring by Seth freaking Rollins. Caught in the pedigree. 1, 2, and Logan Paul somehow, some way able to kick out just before the 3. And this match continues on. The fans here in SoFi Stadium are on their feet. The crowd is electric. It is Seth freaking Rollins. It is Logan Paul as their heated feud continues. Rollins, the discus forearm, Gonna spin Logan Paul out. We've seen this before. That forearm to the back of the head comes up next, turning Paul inside out. And this could very well be the beginning of the end for the Maverick. And now the stomp, but Logan Paul rounds up on his shoulders. Logan Paul, a go to sleep GTS from Logan Paul. And now Logan Paul not sure where to go. He's a little bit dazed. Kind of ironic considering he's the one that put Rollins to sleep. But you can see the pain in his, as he tries to shake off the pain in his hand, the agony in his eyes, and a frog splash connects. That's it. 1, 2, and Rollins once again kicks out. Logan Paul, you can see the frustration, the pain in his eyes. He's pushing through everything. Was hoping for another viral moment here at WrestleMania. And right on the money, that frog splash, but Rollins able to kick out somehow, some way. Rollins is down. Logan Paul with his stomps in the midsection of Seth Freakin Rollins. As Logan Paul unsure what to do next, the best thing you can do is continue the attack. Rollins is very hurt. Logan Paul is hurt. Both men are hurt, but Logan Paul right now pushing through. Oh my. It seems Logan Paul's ready to endure more punishment to Seth Freakin Rollins. From the East Coast to the West Coast, but gets caught with a super kick by the visionary Seth Freakin Rollins. And the fans are on their feet. Seth Freakin Rollins is feeling it. And the stomp. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and Seth Freakin Rollins has done it here at WrestleMania 39 in SoFi Stadium. Absolutely an incredible bout between two of the hottest stars in WWE, the up-and-coming Logan Paul and the visionary, the revolutionary, the former world heavyweight champion, Seth Freakin Rollins. Rollins, a multi-time world champion, once again pulling out the stops on the grandest stage of them all with another victory at WrestleMania. And let's take a look at this, the leading moment at the end, that super kick from Rollins. Right to the chin of Logan Paul, and then it would be the stomp to Logan Paul for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Rollins securing the victory. Rollins has done it again and walks out of WrestleMania 39 with the victory. All right, everybody, and that was Seth Freakin Rollins versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania 39. In the end, it would be Logan Paul looking to go coast to coast, but got caught right on the jaw with a super kick from Seth Freakin Rollins, which would lead to Seth Freakin Rollins connecting with the stomp onto the Maverick Logan Paul for the 1, 2, 3, and walking out of the grandest stage of them all with the victory. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's video. I will see you all for tomorrow for day number 22 of posting a wrestling commentary video every single day until I get hired by a major wrestling promotion. And don't forget, follow me on all my socials. Instagram, Hype the Commentator. Twitch, Hype the Commentator. TikTok, Hype the Commentator. X, @Hype Commentator. You don't want to miss a second of all the commentary, and I will see you all in the next one.